This video is presented by Western and Southern Financial Group, a game plan for your financial future. Every great team starts with a strong foundation, and your future should too. With life insurance built like a championship roster, Western and Southern helps protect what matters most so you can focus on winning today while planning for tomorrow. Whether you're just starting out your journey, building your dynasty, or ready to retire like a champion, Western and Southern has the right play for your life stage. Visit westernsouthern.com to get your free life insurance quote today. Western and Southern, built to win.
Continuing our mock draft series here on the PFF NFL show, staying in the AFC North with another team picking in the top 10 right now. That is the Cincinnati Bengals, who only have a 4-9 record on the year right now, picking number 10 overall. Let's pull up the beautiful PFF mock draft simulator, again available to you guys right now for 30% off when you use the promo code HOLIDAY30. We're going to do a 3-round mock draft for the Bengals today, picking again at number 10 overall. Let's start the mock draft right now and see who lands to us here at number 10 for the Bengals. No trades in this mock draft either. Dalton, I think they probably need to address the defense, whether that be edge rusher, D tackle, maybe even a Caleb Downs if he fell here. He did not in this mock draft, going number 1 overall to the New York Giants.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. The simulator had the safety going first. Man, oh, man. How
about hate it. Caleb Downs is a superstar. Don't hate it. I personally am probably leaning towards an edge rusher. Looking at the board right now, I think guys like Chadwick, David Bailey, or TJ Parker, and Cassius Howell too, I should say, are guys that I'm really kind of looking at right now.
Certainly a lot of fun guys you could go with here. I think Jermod McCoy also at corner could be a possibility if they wanted to keep loading up, although I'd argue that's the best part of their defense right now. So maybe McCoy and Delane are off the table. And the one other guy I would throw out there, because the Bengals linebackers have struggled so badly this year, would be Sonny Styles. That could be a thought. I know they went Demetrius Knight in the second round and Barrett Carter last year. Now, maybe they want to fix that with a veteran because they're already so young at linebacker, and that is part of the problem. But
that'd be a little early for Styles for me, too, though.
Possibly, too, and you could find linebacker. Maybe linebacker is something we address in round 2 or 3. So I think you're right, especially if you're going to lose Trey Hendrickson this offseason. This team is basically left with no pass rush. Do you have a lean on any of these guys? I think I know the one in this spot that I might lean towards for this team needing a pass rusher, but I'll let you go first.
Are you talking about David Bailey? Do you think it could fit in a 4-3 defense, the one they run?
I mean, they run a lot of 4-man front now anyway, and you can stand those guys up even though you're running a 4-man front. So I think at this point, if you're just looking to take the most talented pass rusher, we've seen this for 2 years now, one at Stanford and one at Texas Tech, I would lean toward David Bailey here also. I think Keldrick Faulk obviously has the ideal size, and he would give you the run defense help, and he's still developing as a pass rusher and some versatility.
You already got that in Shamar Stewart last year,
right,
too.
So you kind of have a similar player there already. So Stewart, if he's healthy, because that's been a big problem this year, but Stewart, if he's healthy, as the big run defender in Al Golden's defense, and then David Bailey as that backside pass rusher, I think that could be a really good compliment. That's where I would lean here.
Okay. All right, let's do David Bailey to the Bengals there, number 10 overall. He's been the best pass rusher in college football this year. Leads the nation in pressures, leads the nation in pass rush grade. He's been unreal for Texas Tech. And also, it's nothing new either because he was great at Stanford last year too. All right, number 42 overall for the Bengals. Maybe continue to look at along the defensive line, or also, Dalton, we could also try to protect Joe Burrow here, who's been beat up a lot by this offensive line. Maybe look at the interior offensive line a little bit. Anyone that kind of catches your attention here in this range?
I just don't know that there's any interior guys in this range that might be. Austin Searveld has experience at guard from Ohio State. If you wanted to move him back inside, I just think interior offensive line might be something we look at in round 3 here at pick 74. I think I'm looking, man, it's hard for me again to look at this Bengals linebacker situation and not look at 2 players on the board there. C.J. Allen from Georgia and Anthony Hill from Texas.
Ooh, yeah.
I think both of those guys, and I think they already have some athletes in a similar kind of manner with Knight and Barrett Carter as Hill. It would be hard for me if C.J. Allen's available at the same exact draft slot and rank on the board there to not take him. Because you want to fix your run defense, you draft C.J. Allen.
And I think C.J. Allen might be a first-round pick, too. So if you can get a first-round caliber player at 42 right now in C.J. Allen, that'd be really good. And he's a tremendous run defender. And right now the Bengals actually have, Dalton, the second worst run defense grade in the NFL, only ahead of the New York Giants right now. I'm with you. I actually really like this pick for C.J. Allen to the Bengals.
I would keep throwing darts at that position, right? And I think just having 2 young guys, and they need to bring in a veteran, too, just to be a stable leader. But I think Knight and and Carter have really struggled, just even with their eyes and vision in the run game. CJ Allen, that's his best trait. I think he brings a different dimension. Kind of like we said with Bailey on their defensive line, Allen brings a different dimension to their linebacker room that could make him a lot better.
All right, let's do it. CJ Allen to the Cincinnati Bengals. One final pick here in this 3-round mock at number 74 overall. I do think we probably need to take an offensive lineman here. I know there's some positions that Bengals need as well, like a safety. I know Rod Moore is at the top of the board right there. I do probably think we should come out of the 3-round mock with at least one offensive lineman, Dalton. So I think a guy like maybe Carter Smith, who's listed as a tackle, but I think he's more likely an interior guy long-term at the NFL level. He's a guy I'm looking at right now for the Bengals. I think probably getting one of top interior offensive linemen would be my what I would try to do here.
I think that does make some sense. He's got 3 years of starting experience at left tackle, as you see down there. 93.9 pass blocking grade is interesting. I do wonder, though, if they could take another weapon on offense, whether it's a running back or even maybe a tight end, right? Imagine Joe Burrow throwing to an Eli Stowers out of Vanderbilt. I think that would be some fun. I get it. They do need to get better.
You got to eat your vegetables if you're the Bengals. You have to eat your vegetables.
If you do think that Smith could play in the interior, or we'll see what Orlando Brown's situation there is at left tackle, then I think that is a solid idea. I think you're talking about a high floor player who's a proven pass protector. I think Carter Smith makes some sense. You have obviously a very talented player there in Trevor Gooseby. Blake Miller from Clemson is a consistent starter for them, but I'm with you. The year that Smith is having in Indiana is hard to – anything right now at Indiana is hard to ignore with the way their year is going.
Yeah, again, he's my first team All-American left tackle for the Indiana Hoosiers. I believe he's more likely a long-term interior player. Can you look at the first look, Dalton, real quick and just see what his measurables are real quick? Because I believe, he's 6'5", 313, but I think his body looks more like an interior guy. I think his footwork is more like an interior guy too. So I like Carter Smith here as an interior long-term play for the Bengals. And like I said, that 93.9 pass blocking grade. If you want to protect Joe Burrow, you grab a guy who's been one of the best pass blockers in college football this year. That is Carter Smith. So let's go with Carter Smith here, the tackle for Indiana, but most likely an interior player for the Bengals long-term. So Cincinnati Bengals mock draft, we ended up with some defensive linemen for them, getting a guy like David Bailey, who has been the best edge rusher, or one of the best edge rushers in college football this year, getting a linebacker in the middle of the defense in CJ Allen, and then, of course, helping out Joe Burrow by grabbing Carter Smith, the offensive tackle from Indiana. We're going to do more of these mock drafts for every single team, staying in the AFC North, so be tuned in and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of those 3-round mocks coming up very soon.